Okay, we're live.
Okay, this person.
Okay.
Nicole Scott here from MobileGeeks. We're at IAA 2017 and we're at the Bosch booth. We're going to take a walkthrough with Carson. How are you today?
I'm good, Nicole. Thank you very much.
All right, so you have a lot of things at the booth, so we won't keep you waiting. We're going to dive right in. The first thing we're going to talk about is this e-mobility solution back here.
Yes, that's right. Well, we have an e-bike here, and the new thing here for this e-bike is the ABS system. So we have had ABS systems in serial production for motorbikes, but now we also have it for e-bikes.
Perfect.
So it makes it very safe.
So what this means is, like, when I grab the brakes actually pulse by themselves. So I can just grab them once and hope to stop, and then everything happens on the wheel.
Absolutely. As soon as you hit the brakes, the wheels will not stop spinning, and you will keep traction, and you will be able to control the brake process very, very easily and safely.
If anyone who bikes knows, when you grab that front, you might just topple right over, right? You just went, we can't have that.
No. So from now on, that's over.
That's the way that we have to do it. Now we're going to move on to an electric drivetrain, but a tiny one on a scooter.
Yeah, so here we have an electric scooter with a 48-volt drive system, which is a complete system. You have a battery, you have a drive, you have a controller, you have a little display that shows you how fast you're going, how much battery you have left. So it's a complete system ready to go.
Excellent. And if we head on in, we can actually see that you have all of these things in action here. So we actually have the batteries, we have the display, we have, I think these, what's this right here?
Yeah, this one is the controller. So if you open up the throttle, you need to control it in some way. So this one controls everything, also the lights, and if you the turn indicators and everything is controlled by this little box here.
Perfect. So it's a complete solution.
It's a complete solution.
And then, as we went from bike, we went to scooter, and then on the other side, we have the Axial solution?
Yes, that's right.
Perfect.
That's right, Nicole. Very
good.
I
was doing my homework before the live stream.
You're better prepared than I am, I guess.
Prepared.
Anyway, here you can see the e-Axial, which combines the motor, the inverter, and also a gearbox, a differential gearbox. So we also have then the high voltage battery with a controller in the middle, with a thermal management system that allows you to extend your range. So we have everything here on this display, and everything is...
And actually, what I really liked about this solution is that it was scalable and kind of modular. So if you're a manufacturer that wants to kind of put together an electric car easily, you can decide whether or not you want a compact or like a full size. So you can kind of have one platform to build all your solutions.
Absolutely, that's right, that's right. So you can go from a small car to a light-duty commercial vehicle.
All the way to a light-duty commercial vehicle.
That's right.
Now, speaking of that, we're going to head over to the other side of the booth. But while we do that, what I actually wanted to talk about was over-the-air updates. This is a very boring thing.
Okay.
It's very boring. Let's head up into the booth out of the traffic. There's a lot going on here at IAA. Yeah, so...
Actually, the booth is a little emptier because we had our press conference just a minute ago.
Yeah, and it was jam-packed all the way up on the stairs over there. There were people walking in. But the reason why I wanted to talk about the over-the-air updates is because this is actually a serious problem within the industry, right? Tesla's probably the only one who's actually issuing steady over-the-air updates. Everyone else, well, a lot of people actually want you to come in and use a compact disc. If you remember
or like a memory stick.
Or a memory stick. Or you can only go into the dealership to do it. Which, in like the era of smartphones, it's actually madness that they're actually expecting us to do that. All right, so we're just going to jump on in. Why don't you get in this side, and I'm going to jump into the driver's seat.
Okay, absolutely.
Right in here. All right, so tell me what's happening in the car here.
Okay, so we have different displays available, navigation,
There's
and
like
your control.
7.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6.
So before you had knobs and switches and stuff like that to control the air condition and so forth.
Oh, and I see there's a magic leap here built into the console. So this has this cool sensor cone where you can kind of like control it like magic.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're just gonna move your hand and you can control everything.
Very nice.
You have like a motion display here, like a haptic display.
This is actually a haptic display, so you actually get feedback.
Yeah.
That would replicate where you see your hand up on the screen. Very cool.
So it's a flat surface, and you think there is a knob or a switch there, but there isn't.
A little bit of magic then, huh?
Yes, absolutely. So what else do we have? So we can connect this car to our home. So we can look into the refrigerator or into our garage, whatever. So we can see what's going on there.
So on our way home, we can see that maybe we need some beer or some milk or something like that. But my big question, where's the horn?
Honestly, I think it's going to be here somewhere.
It's got to be here somewhere.
That is true. That's why we also have these mirrors, the digital mirrors. So we have cameras
here. So we've
here.
actually gotten rid of that side mirror and replaced it with cameras and sensors.
Exactly. Yeah, to make the car, of
Very
course,
cool.
more efficient and less friction in the air. You know, with these big mirrors.
But I mean, one of the things that I did really like about this is that there's a bike over there, and so there was actually a complete solution. We're going to try to
Absolutely.
take these off the bike. Let's see the bike for just a second. Just going to hop on this thing. All right, so this is like an extension, kind of that ecosystem that we're creating here. So this is a display. We can.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh.
Does it switch on?
Show floor effect.
Yeah, here you go. You switch it up, right?
Maybe. I think it was those other people.
Let's say you're driving this car.
Yeah.
And the sun is nice.
Everything's
you're
beautiful.
tired of driving the car. You want to go and continue with the bike. Then you
because because either it's sunny or we've hit traffic, and then we want to hop on the bike, but the bike is locked, and then we would use some sort of magic solution to unlock the bike. But not now.
No, you can do it from the car.
Oh, you can do it from the car.
You sit in the car, you unlock the bike, you basically rent the bike for the rest of the day, and then you enjoy the environment and the weather.
And then the car will just drive itself home because you took the bike.
Yeah, if it's already automated.
It's already automated. All right, so we forgot to unlock the bike on the way over, but there's a cool demo over here that I really liked because I'm definitely one of those people that hates European parking lots. I mean, in Canada we have big wide spaces, there's lots of room to park your car. In Europe, it's actually really difficult to park the car. So I actually really appreciated the fact that you guys had already launched a solution with Daimler, actually. So this is the automated it's the valet parking?
Yeah, this is the connected parking.
Connected parking.
And one of the features from connected parking is automated valet parking. So you bring your car into a parking lot, and there's like a transition zone where you're just going to leave your car, and the car will park itself. And when you're coming back, you're just going to call your car. It will come back to the transition zone. You can jump in and drive off. And the intelligence and the sensors are not in the car; they're in the infrastructure.
They're actually in the cloud.
In the parking lot.
Yeah. I mean, that to me is one of the most important things about solutions is that we're combining the use of sensor and sensor data to the car and not just relying on the car completely because there's just too many things going on. Oh, it's coming. Sorry, I actually really liked this demo mostly because the car parked itself.
Anyway, there's something else which is called community parking.
Okay.
So the car with sensors like the ultrasonic, radar, everything measures, the available parking lots in the city and transfers this data to a cloud. And then when somebody's looking for a parking lot in this area, then he can get the data from the cloud basically in real time and find his parking lot fairly quick and easily.
Because that's definitely one of the most difficult parts of the driving experience is finding parking, me personally. And I actually didn't realize that 40% of all accidents that happen, like material accidents, are actually are because of parking.
Yeah.
I read that in the display up there.
I'm not sure about the correct number. It's like 20-30% of the traffic inside the city is looking for parking lots. People driving around, so we can cut that number.
Okay.
That's a big win for everybody.
We have to see this part. Okay, this is actually my favorite part of the whole demo. So the little guy, this is actually an airport. So then he's going to go over there, and that's the drop-off zone. So there he goes, dropping off the passenger, and then we're going to, okay. Leave the car, hit the parking app. Yeah, so we just activated the connected parking app. Confirm. And then you can see on the app that it's figured out where the parking spot is. Park. And then there he goes. So right into the parking lot. The light turns on in the parking lot. That's even better. Right, so you can see him there setting up to reverse park and then kind of heading in. This is the kind of thing that I definitely want in the future. That kind of streamlining, automation to kind of take away the congestion and the fact that me in those European parking lots is a little too tight for my liking.
So when you're traveling, hopefully they're going to clean your car, and when you come back, it's clean and nice.
We saw a booth outside that was specifically for sensor cleaning of autonomous cars. So I was like, yeah,
okay.
So many things are coming. But this was a really fun part of the booth for me because I thought that I knew almost all of the parts of an autonomous drive car, but in case I didn't, I mean, the cool thing for me is you can kind of just scan this and then boom, it kind of tells you mid-range sensor controller, opens it up, and then it tells you exactly what it is. So this demo actually goes across the entire range of products inside the autonomous car. There's even an electric drivetrain in there, which I thought was a really good example because I didn't realize that you could actually save 10% fuel by actually having a more efficient electric steering.
Compared to a hydraulic.
Compared to a hydraulic, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
that's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah. Very good.
So you guys have a lot of things packed into the booth, but I want to end on, I think, the coolest one, just because it's virtual reality over in here, right? So we actually have, there's a photo shoot going on back there. All right. We're just going to head up and finish.
Very good. Yeah. Do you want to?
With the integrated safety systems. Yeah. So this is actually a VR demo. Why don't you actually explain what's going on, and I'll get geared up.
Yeah, very good.
English?
Yes.
Ooh.
It will start in a second.
Oh, sorry. I'm just really excited.
Okay, take the oncoming collision. Oncoming. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Side collision is.
Right, so it's actually explaining to me all the different safety features inside the car.
Well, right now there is a side collision coming.
Oh no.
I think so. It's from the other side.
Oh.
There you go. There was an impact right there. Did you feel that?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, now
Look
you
at
can.
this dummy. Impacted.
Yeah, now you can see what happened. So the airbag deployed, of course,
Yeah.
and so the side protection kicked in, and but we still got a little injured. But if we now have the free condition, we don't have to do it again, right? With the with the extra safety feature.
Ah, with the extra safety feature. Are you
Yeah.
seeing up there? It's pretty neat.
So what happens is the sensors that we just saw there on this other display, like the radar sensor and the cameras,
Okay.
they sense or they identify there's an accident happening pretty soon, like within the next couple of milliseconds, and it already deploys the airbag. It puts the seat into the best possible position, and it straps you into the seat with a seat belt. And so it preconditions the car for the impact and for the occupants, for the passengers. So to limit the injuries.
Whoa.
Okay.
Exciting.
So yeah, that's very important. Yes, we can use the external sensor cluster for this. So we identify an impact. It's not avoidable anymore. And we precondition the car so that the impact is not as critical as it probably would be.
Great.
See now. And you can see which sensor is, of course, like you see the radar sensor and you see the camera. So
there's actually 6 sensors that are caring for me right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
So they protect you.
Very cool. I mean, one of the most interesting things for me about even this airbag deployment is that so much information is captured just in the simple act of deploying an airbag.
Yeah.
Very
You want to make sure it deploys at the right time. If you deploy at the wrong time, it would actually be, like a negative effect.
Yeah, very dangerous.
Yeah.
Very cool. So I actually wanted to talk about one last thing based on the idea of like the airbag and the safety. Companies like Bosch are kind of working towards standards and platforms because the industry is kind of in a wild west kind of position right now. And it's interesting for me to see how a company company like yours can actually like impact the development of autonomous drive and the future of mobility. Can you talk about just some of the ideas that you guys have around the vision for the future?
Yeah, of course we want to make mobility more efficient, safer, and more enjoyable for everybody. So this is really what we have to do. We want to increase safety, of course, for everybody.
Yeah.
We want to increase the efficiency of mobility, and we also want to make it fun to drive, fun to be mobile. So that's really what us drives every day, and we work every day hard for this, and we have like super intelligent people working on all these sensors and make, and develop them and make them produce them in a way that they will survive in a car for like many years and many kilometers and many miles. And that's really our passion. This is what drives us.
Awesome. I mean,
maybe it doesn't sound like it right now, but it really this is what it is.
That's kind of the thing, is that when you start to imagine that kind of vision of the future, it's interesting when you look at e-mobility solutions. Actually, I actually just recently heard Fatima Bhutto talk, who's a leading human rights activist.
Okay.
And she kind of said, when you're imagining your vision of the future, right, you have to not just plan for the elite, but you need to design for everyone.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's it's that kind of impact where you have to look at the solutions that you're providing and kind of go, what does it look like for everyone?
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, I mean, like for example, like a sensor like this radar sensor. This was developed a couple of years back, and like the first product that we or the first car was a high premium car where we installed it, and now it's available in pretty much any car.
Right, exactly.
So we made it affordable and available for everybody.
So now we got this car back here.
Yeah, okay, I probably have to give to my buddy.
Am I leaving you now? You better not go too far.
No, I will.
Okay.
I will not.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
I'm Ruben.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So tell me about what's happening with the Bosch Invented for Life car.
Well, basically this car is all, as you can read it right here, all about connected services.
Okay.
Connected services, I think it's a bit of a buzzword. It's pretty much all over the industry. It's one of the main strategic elements also from Bosch and of the major OEMs. And what we can show you here in the car is actually what connected services feel like for the customers. How can we create a really beneficial combination of different connected services throughout the day?
Why don't we head on in and see what you're talking about? All right, welcome to Bosch Connected Services. Here we go.
And I was a bit prepared for you.
Hey, look! Welcome, Mobile Geeks. Awesome. Thanks, Bosch.
So my colleagues told me that we were coming, so it's not a complete surprise.
Okay.
So welcome on board. So basically what I can show you here is I prepared a small customer journey with some nice connected services which might be interesting for you.
Perfect.
So let's just start it off. Just like many days in the year, of course, it starts with working, not pretty much happening right here, right now, but after work, of course, the life goes on, and we're gonna get it started really nice by bringing in some really useful connected services which we can directly get in touch in after work. So now you get this small little hint. So the question is, who can help me with daily things I have to do when I'm on the road? And we will find out once you tap on the navigation button.
All right.
So after work, of course, we want to go home.
Smart home. Let's go home. Perfect. 9-kilometer drive. Oh, look at that.
9 kilometers straight.
Zooming home. Love it.
But now, our smart home told me probably you should not go home right now. You should rather go shopping, and that's what we do right now. So it changed a bit our plans.
So, don't forget your shopping list. Show live
exactly.
view.
And what you can do now, it takes a couple of seconds because we have only Wi-Fi connection here.
That show floor issue.
But you will see in a few seconds that we can actually get some support by our smart home appliances.
Okay.
Which tell us what we should go for.
I mean, that's
shopping.
the really interesting thing about Bosch, is that it's a complete solution. right? As a smart home as well. So this is actually a camera into our fridge.
Exactly.
And we are very healthy people. We only have an apple and a peach.
Yeah.
All right. And that we need everything else.
And the funny thing is, so I just added this picture because it's really easy to understand what's going on.
Right.
But actually the picture in this case is not really the thing. The thing is that we have object recognition running over that picture and giving us this list that you saw on the right hand side. So if you have a regular stock of things at home, then you can easily let it check if is everything there that I usually want to have there.
Very cool.
All right. So now we are going really home. So
we're really going home?
It was a bit of a plan change, and now we're really going home, bringing home our wonderful groceries. Yeah.
And here we are at home with our groceries.
Home. You see that the next appointment where we're going to is a concert in the evening here at Frankfurt. And now the question is, how can I easily share my vehicle with other persons?
So we're doing car sharing and
we're doing car sharing in a way, yes, exactly. And the thing is that what we do now is we use the perfectly keyless service.
Oh. And the keyless service crashed
the keyless service actually produced a black screen. We've been doing demos all day long.
Well, we
so
can imagine.
Maybe we can just recover it within a few seconds.
Well, we can imagine that it was a map on the way to a concert.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's definitely the thing about these trade shows, is that there definitely is a demo effect, especially with the kind of sketchy Wi-Fi that we're on and so many other booths that are, competing actually with us for this signal. So I hope the live stream is the quality is going okay. Give us a thumbs up if you're liking this anyways. Well, some hearts maybe.
Okay, so I think we'll be back in the journey within a few seconds.
Okay.
Just needs some seconds to launch this launcher.
That's a very nice UI that you have, like very nice and vibrant.
So that's actually what you see right now. That's actually a serious Jaguar HMI. What we use is the InControl app connection solution as an entry point for our demos. So this is actually, behind that is the Bosch MySpin technology that allows you to mirror the screen of your smartphone actually on this screen. So I can show you this phone is out here. It's connected here via USB. And as soon as the device is ready, this big device here, you will see that the content that you just saw here appears on that screen. And now we are right back in the story.
All right, so here we are with the keyless access to Anna.
Exactly. So we grant this access just by sending her a certificate on her smartphone. She doesn't need physical car keys. We don't need to meet personally. We don't need to hand over any physical kind of thing. It's just directly via the smartphone. Directly via the smartphone.
So now we've done our civic duty by doing car sharing.
Yes. But probably you will not be sharing the car with everyone. Maybe Anna is a good friend of yours, or it could be your sister, whosoever.
Should we close it?
Yeah, we can close it. So that's fine. Now we are at home. We leave the car. We've granted the access. We're preparing for the evening. We want to go to a concert, have some fun. Stowing all the groceries, of course.
So storing all of our groceries, all of our healthy groceries.
Right.
And
so
then we're going
there we go.
To the concert. Here we go, navigating to the concert. All right, nice 11-kilometer drive.
You see, it's a long road. And the question is, if I go for a long journey and anything can happen, like road conditions can be bad, weather conditions can be bad, how can I properly adapt to that in order to come there safely and quickly? And we get the answer just right now.
There we go.
You see, there seems to be a slippery piece of road, and our car that is equipped with the road condition service automatically adapts to these conditions. So we cannot really slip off the road when there's black ice or something like that. We get a warning, and all the systems automatically adapt to it.
Awesome. And so all of this is drawn from the cloud, obviously. So you actually have a cloud solution service that's providing weather data and all of this.
Exactly.
So it's actually a complete stack.
Exactly. And especially the one that we just saw is somewhat also crowdsourced.
Yeah. And this is my favorite topic of right now. How do I keep my vehicle up to date? Oh, I hope it's over-the-air updates.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it might be over-the-air updates.
And of course, it's not really a coincidence that it happens right now, because
Imagine this was actually in your car, that you didn't have to go get a compact disc.
Yeah.
Or a USB.
And
or
you know,
pull it out of your
exactly at
dashboard.
the perfect situation when you are at a parking space. The vehicle knows you will not be using it for a while, so I can easily run the updates while you enjoy the concert. And as soon as you come back, you will see that you get this confirmation, updates were successful, you can now enjoy your improved vehicle functionalities.
That's great. So the program's actually showing an awareness about in context, which is really important.
Yeah.
Because your car needs to assist you and not the other way around.
Exactly.
All right. So, next appointment, lunch with Tim.
Yeah,
Wow.
that'll be tomorrow.
My schedule was packed. Whew.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Well, Ruben, thank you so much for taking the time to show me the connected services here in this Jaguar.
I even have one more showcase if you like.
There's one more showcase. We're not done yet. All right then.
Yeah, so we're now back in the car. It's late in the evening. Of course, we just want to rush home because we're a bit tired. Well, it's been a long week. But now there's something obviously going on with a family member. In this case, it's Anna once again. And I think she got into trouble downtown. She would like to be picked up. And of course, we want to help her. Send her a message, don't worry, we are on our way, we will be there in 26 minutes, and you can track where we are, and we will track where you are, so we can be constantly linked while you're in this kind of dangerous situation. So.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to show us this car.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, this has been a pretty exciting live stream so far here at the Bosch Connect booth. We've seen a lot of different things about base infrastructure as well as the future of mobility. Now, we're going to be doing a lot more live streams here from IAA, so leave us a comment, share the video, give us some hearts, because we tried real hard, and maybe some thumbs up. I'm your host, Nicole Scott, for Mobile Geeks.